Hello everyone, Rorius here. Back with Aperture Tag, exactly where we left off from last time. Yeah, so previously we got through, I think it was only a handful of test chambers, but I'm not quite up to the orange gel just yet. I think there's still a wee bit before, okay, whatever. So yeah, we've only been through a handful of chambers in the last episode. We still only got the blue gel. We haven't quite got the orange gel just yet. What did we find out in the last episode? We went over quite a bit of stuff, but there is, yeah, I think we're just making our way. That's right. In the previous episode, we went from the lower area. We went up to the new area, back down to the old area, and now we're back in the old area, an old aperture, back in one of the spheres. Yeah. And I think we managed to, I think I looked it up, I managed to find all the secrets so far, and I think I wrote it in the episode of the previous one. I was a little bit mistaken about the cores. I was thinking, the two cores that I was thinking of that are secrets in this game, one of them is actually from Portal Stories Mel. There's the, there's a secret core in this game. I won't mention what it is just yet. And then there's a secret core in the second game. In the second game, in Portal Stories Mel, of a similar but very different nature. I know that sounds contradictory, but you'll understand when you see them if you don't already know what they are. Yeah, so we're in test chamber 6.
While composing the ambient music for the chambers, it was important to retain that Portal 2 feel. And during these early stages of the game, tests take place in the old-style Aperture chambers. So I made the music simpler and slightly more distorted to reflect that age. As you progress through the game, however, and into the newer parts of Aperture, you'll notice things becoming more futuristic and electronic.
So there is a node from Harry. Man, we were very much of the mindset that it was we were just confusing it for the developer commentary playthrough that he did for Portal Stories Mel, and for this, but no, he has one. He has a node. Yay!
This puzzle originally had an alternate design. Instead of using a single cube and button, there were 2 laser cubes and 2 laser catchers. The solution was a little more involved, and Motanam and I decided it might be too difficult for this early in the mod. We decided to use this simpler version here, and he used the other concept for a puzzle later in the mod.
Oh, cool. It'd be interesting to know what chamber he's referring to when he talks about that kind of stuff. Alright. I didn't look up where all the secrets were, but I looked up, well, no, actually, no, I lie. I looked up a list of the secret places, and I saw a little bit of the breakdown of where secrets are in this game, just so that hopefully I don't miss any. I'm gonna try and get over there if I can, but for now, I think I'm probably gonna kill myself doing this. No? Oh, you can land over here. I don't know if I can get out though. What's the bit? I'm stuck here now. Yes, I think I'm stuck. Oh dear. It's typical me. Typical of me. Oh, no. Oh. Oh. Yeah. I saved myself. Oh dear. I don't think there's anything behind there. I think those are just supposed to be set dressing, but they just happen to also be physical, so I can stand on them.
Having gels as the main testing element really opens up the ways in which you can solve chambers. And most of the time, these solutions aren't intended by the map designers. While playtesting, we found and fixed a lot of the shortcuts and glitches, but there are actually quite a lot still in the game, for those of you keen enough to find them. The location of this very commentary node actually hints at a shortcut that still exists. See if you can find it.
I think I could see a potential shortcut there. But for now, I think we'll just try and... Oh, the orange one's up there, blue one's over there. Can you get up there? I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. Yeah, I think I think I know what he's saying the shortcut is, but I'm just trying to figure out how I... Oh, I can't. That's funny. That's not supposed to be able to be... It's not supposed to be bouncy. Right, I should try and stand on this. Okay, so that changes where the blue portal is. Ah, okay. Hmm. Oops. Okay. So let's do this. Okay, wait, I'm just trying to think. Oh, I'm an idiot, aren't I? This is totally like a puzzle from Tag, the Power of Paint. Yeah, this game, for whatever reason, it thinks it needs to give me all the little HUD hints. It needs to do all of them again every time I start playing. It's very, very annoying. But all good. Alrighty. So, I think I know what he's saying. I think I know what Harry was saying with a shortcut. I think. I could be wrong. Yeah, because you're supposed to use... I mean, it's not even really a shortcut. It's quite hard. It looks like it could be quite difficult to do. Because it's essentially... I believe what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to... what would I... I think you're supposed to... Yeah, so to put paint there, have the blue portal back over there again, and then from height, somewhere like this, jump through... I feel like, no, you have the blue portal here, jump through, get rid of the box, so that you've got the blue portal there, bounce back through the portal, and fly out and bounce off of the thing. I think that's what you're supposed to do. But I'm pretty sure that, as Harry was saying, I think you can get some sort of like an angle jump from here. I'm just gonna quick save it. Nope. I have a feeling that it's something along those lines, but I don't know if it's worth. I don't know if I can be bothered trying to genuinely figure out how to do it, unless you get a bit of a run up from here. Oh, the game tried to funnel me. Oh god, the game tried to funnel me into a portal, into the portal. So it didn't work. Oh dear. All right, let's try that one more time. One more time. Yes.
Puzzles are a
Boom.
piece of cake. Nothing out of this world. It's time to increase the complexity just by one variable.
Ah, yeah. I'm really... Because you can just gel over this. Like, just go into the background areas. I love going into these background areas. I love this kind of stuff. What's over here? I don't think there's going to be anything. I'm pretty sure that they didn't say there was a secret here. Unless there's secrets other than the Ratman dens, and they didn't want to tell the secrets other than the Ratman dens. Alright, so what I'm actually going to do is be a good boy and solve this puzzle normally. Just really quick. Okay, so what I think I'm supposed to do... I think I'm supposed to do something like, wait, I'm gonna paint that surface over there now before I go there, so I don't have to do it while I'm jumping. Yeah, there we go. Fully painted. So now I think what I'm supposed to do is go like this. Oh, didn't quite work. Oh no, the box. It's blue. Damn it. I've made this harder on myself. I wonder. Cool. Oh god. No! Ah, so close. I'm just having fun now. I'm just goofing around. Okay, so what I might just do to stop that from happening again. There we go. You can't see it on the screen, of course, but quick saving. Yeah. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. Oh god, what am I? No, actually, I know what I'm doing wrong. I know entirely what I'm doing wrong. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, the shortcut is genuinely a shortcut, I think. Well, it's easy. It actually feels easier to do. So, where are we going this time? Are we going further down, or... No, we're going into a different wing, by the looks of it. So we're going around here. Ooh. Ooh. We might be going back up. I'm not sure.
I don't know if you noticed, but these are very old offices. This Fizzler is offline. You'll have to activate it first.
Yeah. Cool.
There are two reasons why the player doesn't get the red gel immediately. First, this room provides a break from the test chamber combo, and second, it provides a small build-up for the new gel.
Right, yeah. Interesting he calls it red gel, actually. Because in the original Aperture Tag, the bounce paint was green, and the speed paint was red, so he refers to it as red paint. I would definitely refer to it myself as the orange paint, but it's, you know, in the original, it was genuinely red. So yeah, this is like a little brief pause in the puzzles, which is cool. So you gotta... Is this really the solution? Do I just go over, press the button, and then press this one? Okay. I was expecting something else, but all good. But yay, we have the orange gel now. I love orange gel.
Great. Now use your gel gun to actually get to the testing site out there in the gorge.
You can still get paint past the sensor thing, but yeah, one of the coolest things in the original Tag the Power of Paint was flying around, just shooting. Okay, I'm just gonna do it the way I think he wants the player to do it. Then it's just hold it forward, like, oh no, okay, maybe not. Ooh, test chamber 7. Damn, I don't remember what the next test chamber... I think the next test chamber that has a secret is test chamber 9, but I actually don't remember now. Yeah, just... Oh god. I did it wrong! I did it wrong! Actually, that is something I have to say is different, is that the gel shooter in Portal 2, gel shooters in Portal 2 are a lot slower than in the original Aperture Tag. So I might just paint ahead of time. Because, yeah, in the original Power Paint, you could, just run. You just hold the paint gun at the ground and just run, and you would just be sprinting at huge speeds, and the paint traveled at a different kind of in a different way.
That thing crushes you to death. Its official name is the Aperture Science Cold Work Apparatus. We should simply call it the Crusher. Easy to remember.
That's actually really cool.
Crushers make a bigger comeback in Aperture Tag for the single-player campaign. Without portals to help you navigate the room, Crushers now are more useful as a testing element.
Ooh.
Nicely done. You know, we actually have one guy whose only job is to name all the Aperture Science patented devices. He even came up with that term.
Yeah. I actually love these little scenes where you're flying through the tubes. But yeah, no, that's one of the coolest things, definitely, with Tag Power Paint was holding the orange gel just, you know,
Just
constantly
a standard
shooting.
testing sphere. Nothing special.
Constantly
The
shooting
average human
orange
doesn't have
gel.
the reaction times required for this test, so I will shout out the directions you gotta go. This really helps out with survival rates. In theory, we're the first ones here. Ready when you are.
I love that he's got ignore, keep testing. Right. This one, yeah, this is actually quite hard to do. It makes it puts like this high beat, you know, high intensity music there, but then I found that I couldn't do it fast paced.
Surfing is a concept that I learned from the Counter-Strike games. The
Yeah.
idea is to slide along a slanted panel and to do all kinds of jumps at full speed. I had some great ideas to incorporate surfing with Portal 2 with the use of the orange gel. There was also going to be the problem and challenge of teaching the players how to surf, which I was excited for, as it is a very interesting problem. Unfortunately, this had to be dropped out, as Portal 2 is missing the key server commands that are needed for surf to happen. Surf works by exploiting the way that the Source engine handles accelerations. In Counter-Strike Source there are two commands, SV accelerate and the most important, SV air accelerate. By putting in big numbers into settings, the player is allowed to strafe in the air. By sliding along a slanted panel, the player can fall forever and maintain his speed.
That's actually interesting to know because
Are we starting already? Quick, left turn!
yeah, he's supposed to try and be guiding
Without the
you.
acceleration commands, I was only able to save the turn ramps. The player will try to go forward, but the ramp will push the player to the side and up. However, gravity pulls down the player and thus the total change in velocity is just going to the side. This is the reason why you don't need any orange gels in the turn. The key factor in surfing is the velocity and angle you have before entering the turn panels.
Yeah, I'm still covering them with gel. I don't actually, yeah, as he said, don't think it's genuinely needed. Oh god, but it's still really cool to just... Yeah, you can't do it... I find that I can't do it while... I can't paint while I'm moving for these scenes. I have to paint beforehand and then go...
Coming up! Impossible jump ahead! We did a really good job out there. You're flying around all over the place and I tell you how to get there. I should get the guys up here to do more tests like this.
When I started to get feedback on this room, it was that it was very fun to play through. Thus, Nigel comments for me that I should make more tests like this. And who knows, maybe someday someone will crack how to enable surf for Portal 2 and new maps will start to flow in.
Yeah. That's the thing, is that the way that Portal 2 handles the player and physics is quite a bit different from a lot of the other Source engine games. So yeah, as he said, like it works really well in Counter-Strike, especially Counter-Strike Source, the original Counter-Strike. Well, not the original, the second version of Counter-Strike. Yeah, there are now 3 sort of mainline official versions of Counter-Strike. But yeah, in the Source engine, technically they're all. So, in the iteration that was brought about after Half-Life 2, it was probably the best game for that kind of surfing and stuff. Oh, back to the destroyed part of Aperture. We get blue and orange,
Now we
yay!
have both gels at our disposal, we want to be more careful about our next move. We don't want to end up short or overdo a jump.
Cool. Okay.
This was initially the beginning of the 3rd chapter for Aperture Tag. This made a very weird pacing in chapter progression, as the 2nd chapter was just 2 maps long and the 3rd one was 9 maps long. I had to do some tweaks to the map order, but now the lengths of chapter 2 and 3 are more balanced.
Yeah, it's interesting because I forget what chapter is which because this game doesn't utilize you know, actual chapter numbers. It doesn't. I like that there's these little audio by Aperture. Yeah, unlike Portal 2, this game doesn't utilize. It doesn't come up with the little messages saying, you know, it doesn't say chapter 2, cold boot or whatever. No, cold boot's the first chapter. Damn, I was trying to do something tricky. Ooh, nope, nothing up there. Okay, cool. Nope, not enough. I love these lower areas. Well, they're still upper, but they're. I love these areas where you can see all the like the arms and stuff like that. I think it's really cool.
The old 1-2 propulsion gel sprint and repulsion gel bounce technique is one that players will use a lot in the more advanced chambers of the game. This chamber in particular serves as the training ground for that technique, and hopefully players will feel comfortable using it once they finish this chamber.
Yeah. So, sorry about that. I got interrupted. Hopefully, I'm not missed anything. But yeah. So as Harry was saying, yeah, we were right. It was Harry does have a freaking node in this game. Yeah, I believe this is test chamber 9, isn't it? Yeah, I have a feeling this is one of the test chambers that has a secret in it. And I'm super tempted to try and find it. I don't remember where it would be. Could it be near the end? I actually don't know where the end is. I think what I'll do is I'll just go to the end. I'll just start moving along. And if I don't find it, I'll come back and have a look. Alrighty. So yeah, this form, this like speed paint onto bounce paint, it was a huge thing that it was a huge thing in Tag the Power Paint. A lot of puzzles that required that kind of double, 1-2 punch type gel use, and it's used. I think it's only used like one place in the entire of the Portal story. Portal puzzles. I only seem to recall it being used once, or maybe twice if it's used again in the boss fight. I actually don't remember though. I love that you can paint these bits. Oh, actually, yeah, here's an example of the gel working on hard light bridges. Yeah. And of course, bounce paint is used in Portal 2 on the. Oh god. See me messing around, get myself killed. So typical. Okay. Yeah. Oh god. The only problem with this in this game is that the paint leaks a lot. Leaks onto leaks onto itself a lot. I like that they place the audio there. It makes for a really like sudden ramping up in the sound. Yeah. So putting blue gel on the hard light surfaces comes up in the main game. But putting the orange gel on there doesn't. And several uses for the orange gel doesn't actually show up in the can you paint that? No, you can't. Several uses of the gels that they coded into the game, or like that they created for the game, aren't used. Like painting a box orange is never used in the main game, but it's used quite. It's used in one of the co-op. Do I do this? Is this how you do it? I don't actually remember. Painting. Oh god. Painting a box, or at least painting ground around a box, is used for part of a puzzle in the cooperative initiative. Okay. I think I see what I'm supposed to do here. I missed the start of this one. Is this enough? I don't feel like this is enough. Oh, we'll see. We'll see if it works. Yeah. Oh, okay, so you go up on top of here at the end of the puzzle anyway. Oh, for a second there I thought that wasn't going to reach. Startled myself. Cool. Oh, is this a secret?
Hey! That area is out of bounds! Get back here as quickly as you can! We are on a tight schedule!
Oh dear.
The toilets are a common theme in all the secret areas, and they serve several different purposes. First, toilet humor is always funny. Second, it provides a build-up and explanation to Nigel's comment on the final map, where the player is trying to close the gates of the incinerator.
Okay. I love that this is just like, this is almost like it's a little outhouse, well, an indoor outhouse for or like a little public toilet type thing in the middle of the this section of Aperture. I love it. Alright, so yeah, you're supposed to go straight over there, but I actually didn't even see that to start with. I saw this part first. So that was the secret. That was the secret for this particular map. I knew that there was one in this map. I actually don't remember where the next one is, but I think
Good job! Not sure if you noticed, but we are now on the upper levels of Aperture Science. No more recycling tests. It's all brand new from now on.
Cool. Yeah. So I think after this ride, I think we'll leave the episode here. I think it's probably been long enough for today. Even though I feel like, although we have been going through chapters, but I haven't been following the chapter order, to be fair.
Sorry, but this test did not have a connected vacuum delivery system. I want to remind you that these tests are still in an alpha state.
Well, what I'll do is I'll get to the next... Oh, right, don't have paint. We'll get to the next proper test chamber.
This chamber can be quite hard to nail down on the first try, so I drained out the goo. So don't be afraid if you fall down. Use the stairs to get back up.
I like that. Yeah, we'll listen to this last note and we'll get down to there, and then I'll
I knew that many players
save.
would not be able to solve this chamber on the first try. However, without some risk involved, there is no excitement in solving the chamber, which is why in the end there is goo involved. I initially wanted the water level to rise when you start the chamber. However, moving water rendering is broken in this source game, so instead I made 2 copies of this chamber, one with water and one without water. Then, with a cleverly placed linked world portal, the player can tell the difference.
Yeah, it's actually really cool. If you set it up right, you can make things like that work. If you use the world portals, or if you use those kind of techniques for hiding a lot of stuff from the player and doing stuff in the background.
Okay, now we just have to find a way into the entrance of the test.
Yeah. So I think what we'll do is we'll leave this episode here. I know I was gonna get into the chamber, but I think that'll do for now. So yeah, we'll be picking this up pretty soon, and hopefully I'll remember what I was doing. It's when I was doing the previous, or when I'm doing the next one. I hope I remember what I was doing this one. But yeah. So, if you like what you saw, hit like. If you want to see more of this, more of the developer commentary stuff, more of my Let's Plays, that kind of thing, then subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and as always,